Now we're going to try some more sophisticated commands. Of course, it would be nice if all you have to do is print hello world. What if we want to actually apply things like if true kind of statements or if then statements based on Boolean conditions, that is true or false conditions. So a Boolean is often a simple way to reflect something that's true or false in a program. Very useful for things like conditional statements such as if-then statements. So let's say we have something called the world is flat. So in this case we type here the world is flat. Notice how I put underscore for creating multi-term values, which is what you should do because, or rather variables, because of course that makes it easier for you to basically create a more complex variable. Python generally doesn't like spaces between variables. It will throw an error. So put something like an underscore if you want to put multiple words for, say, a variable name. Okay. So as you can remember from Python that we discussed, what's nice about Python is you don't have to often define a specific type of variable. So in this case, it will be understood as a Boolean by simply denoting it as a true kind of value to the actual the world is flat variable. So that means now it's defined as a kind of Boolean. So we've defined it as a Boolean based on the fact that we've given it a true value. Okay. And then underneath it, let's say we want to check to see what that value is. So with the world is flat will be an if-then statement check. So you can see how it already remembers the variable, so it's actually preserved in the memory in this case. And then we're going to see if that condition is true, then as you can see, remember Python, you have to give space after you inside the conditional statements or loop statements. So it knows that you're looking at a condition or kind of statement is being evaluated inside a given condition. So if the condition is an if check, then what is done after that if check should be done inside the indentation from within the reference of the variable. So here you will do the print statement as we had before. So be careful, as it says, be careful not to fall off. Okay, so we've done the indentation. The check of the variable is the world is flat. The world is flat is defined, as you can see above. So it should now print something called be careful not to fall off if the condition is true, that is, if the world is flat is true. You'll notice I kept print hello world, so we should see hello world again printed when we run this. And so we'll execute and then see what happens. So it says hello world and it says be careful not to fall off. So that means the condition is true. And so it printed the result, be careful not to fall off.